Why is hunting and gathering so important to Native people? Where does this cultural tradition come from? Watch this video to find out what the hunting and gathering traditions are for Native people of Canada and the United States, so you can quickly understand these traditions that Indigenous people of North America hold so highly. I'm Mallory Graham from TribalTradeCo.com, where we offer over 130 different styles of moccasins and mukluks and medicinal smudging products. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notified every time we post a brand new video just like this one on Indigenous products, sacred medicines, and the Native culture. If you're looking to learn more on the cultural traditions of Native American hunting and gathering, then we're here to share the top 3 reasons on why hunting and gathering is so crucial to the First Nations culture. So then you can confidently share this knowledge with your friends and family and help others understand and respect the Indigenous cultural tradition. By the end of this video, you will have a solid understanding on the hunting traditions that Native Americans have and why it is so important for Indigenous people to keep up this tradition today and into the future. Have you ever wondered why hunting, fishing, and gathering is so incredibly valued by Native people? You might know that hunting is part of the lifestyle of Indigenous people of North America, but you might not know why that is, or why it's still so important to keep those hunting traditions alive today when basic human needs such as food and clothing can be met by purchasing them at a store. Many of my friends and family from my First Nations community have really valued hunting and fishing as part of their ancestry, and others have done it as more of a pastime. After speaking to elders in the community, I was able to get a clear insight as to why these hunting traditions are so important to our people. There are 3 main reasons in understanding why it is so essential for Native American people to maintain their hunting traditions. The first reason why hunting and gathering is so important to Native American people is from the old teaching that the animals are gifts that the Creator has given us. There are many teachings that were spread amongst and within Indigenous tribes of North America. Some tribes or nations have different variations of their teachings, but one common thing is that many tribes have tons of similarities amongst their teachings as well. The teaching behind hunting and gathering is so important and is slightly different from one tribe to another. However, the teaching of the Anishinaabe people is that everything in creation was made and created for a purpose, and that each living thing on earth has its place in the circle of life. We as Anishinaabe people believe that animals were given to us by the Creator to feed us, clothe us, and to give us everything that we need to survive, and we must be thankful for that gift. After taking the life of an animal, it was very important to say a prayer to the animal and to the Creator, giving thanks and appreciation for that animal's life so that the hunter can then feed and clothe their family. It is also in the teaching that if we stop hunting, fishing, or gathering, that we are no longer showing appreciation and gratefulness for the gifts that the Creator has given us. If we no longer need the gifts of the Creator, then does that mean we no longer need the Creator? This would create a natural imbalance on Mother Earth. To learn more about the sacred medicines and the smudging process, download our free guide below in the description. Do you personally enjoy eating wild meat or food from traditional hunting or fishing? If yes, comment below with yes. If no, comment below with no. The second reason why hunting and gathering is so important to Native people is because we use all parts of the animal for survival. Taking the life of an animal is something that Native people did as a necessity, as a means for survival only. Traditional Indigenous people did not hunt, fish, or take the life of any living thing for sport, fun, or as a leisure activity. Prior to contact with the Europeans, Turtle Island, which is now known as North America, only had Native people and the resources provided by the Creator: Mother Earth, water, animals, plants, birds, etc. The animals that were hunted and killed were used in every way possible, so there was absolutely zero waste for that life that was taken. Any parts of the animal that wasn't used were left behind for the survival of the other animals. Ligaments of the animal was used as a natural sinew, which is really strong and was used as a type of thread to sew together clothing and other materials. Hooves of the animals were saved and used for ceremonial purposes, such as a rattle or to decorate a regalia. Fur and hide from the animal was used for clothing. Bones or antlers were used to make weapons or tools for daily life. So now we've looked at the first two reasons why hunting and gathering traditions are so important to Native people, which are one, that we must appreciate the gifts that the Creator has given us, and two, that we need to use all parts of the animal for survival. Third reason why hunting and gathering is so important to Native people is that it represents why Native people were nomadic and extremely resourceful. Traditional First Nations people were known to be nomadic, meaning that we did not settle in one specific area. This way of life was well aligned with our worldview, which is that the Mother Earth is a living spirit and the land does not belong to anyone. All living things were gifts from the Creator and they were all just borrowed. Some tribes specialized in the hunting and fishing that was according to their area and more local to their region and the specific resources that existed there. Some nations chose to stay in specific regions across North America, but many tribes traveled across Turtle Island as they were extremely resourceful. The Native American nations traveled across the land to find the resources that were best for that season, whether it be hunting game for food and supplies or gathering medicines, food, and eventually farming the land. The tribe would follow the animals and the resources that were plentiful at that time of year. In current day, many Native American people still hold true to their hunting and gathering roots and traditions. Most First Nations people who live on or near reservations consistently practice their hunting and gathering traditions today. So we've gone through the top 3 reasons why hunting and gathering traditions are so important to Native American people, which are 1, the traditional teachings of the gifts that the Creator has given us, 2, because we used all parts of the animal for survival, and 3, that it represents why Native people were nomadic and extremely resourceful. Now, after watching this video on these cultural traditions, you can feel confident about your knowledge on how important Native American hunting and gathering traditions are to Indigenous people of Canada and the United States, and how these important values fit in with Indigenous rights and social norms today. If you are wanting to learn about the various sacred medicines in the Indigenous culture or the smudging process, then download our free guide in the link in the description. Be sure to check us out at tribaltradeco.com and use this special coupon code for 15% off your order. Please reach out to us on Facebook or Instagram if you have any questions. If you like this video, please let us know by hitting the like button. Tell us what you liked about it in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have an amazing day and we'll see you next time.